Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Brother Phil with the Sidewalk Saint. This morning I was woke up about 3 a.m. and the moon was shining directly on me. So sensitive to the energy of the moon. I woke up and they let me know I need to go and do today's Rant of Love with the beautiful downtown Seattle in the background. If you can see that little dot of light just to your left, sort of center, that is the Space Needle of downtown Seattle. It's a beautiful city, though I prefer the view of nature myself. But anyways, I was already ranting the Rant of Love on the way here, and I was super ultra inspired and get a little bit preachy, a lot like Cryon, if you've heard of Cryon, who is channeled by a wonderful young man. He's a little bit older than me, actually, but Cryon, those videos are direct channelings from the other side. So that's pretty damn cool, along with Awakening You, which is a great channel that they directly channel Archangel Michael, who apparently is... Oh, my tailbone hurts. Sorry. Who is directly in charge of overseeing the ascension of mankind, which is happening right now. A little bit of good news. At 6:11 a.m. on the 4th Universal Time of this April, we officially teetered over into the actual age of Aquarius and broke through to what some are calling the 5th dimensional Earth. And I literally, my wife thought I was going insane. I couldn't stop laughing and just smiling. I could totally see it the next day. Took my family out, took my family around. My wife thinks I'm out of my mind, but I mean, I've got a very large group of people I've already healed and helped them remember. It's really... And by the way, this is called the Time of Remembrance by the light workers. And yes, we are light workers. And there's also a lot of stuff going on above the earth and around the earth. A lot of benevolent, loving forces that are surrounding us. And yes, the dark ones were real. And yes, the Illuminati. And yes, the Greys. And yes, the Archons, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? They're all gone. They've been forcibly removed, some of them. And this is all coming from stuff that's real for me, and it's my truth. And I can tell you that I've seen all the results of it 100%. So I believe it. And so I'm telling you. But I just want to let you guys know that this is all about you. Even for me, it's not about me at all. Though I want to have a great life, really, my deepest, strongest yearning is for you to have a great life. And right now is the time to have that great life. And you all deserve it, each and every one of you. I want you to know that your brother Phil is on your side. I'm going to make these videos until my voice box falls out of my face, because I've had such great feedback, 100% success rates with my spiritual coaching, and they told me now's the time to launch this so that I can help people. So I just want you to know, first off, that if you don't feel like anybody loves you, just know that Brother Phil does love you. Whoever you are, I absolutely do not care what your background is, what your religion is, what color you are. It means nothing to me. We are all divine sparks of God light. As in written in almost all of the religious texts, God took a piece of himself and created man. And not as in the term of man as in not a woman, as in we were androgynous at that time. There was no woman. There was just man. And not man as in a penis. Man as in an omnipotent, unified being of female and male aspect. So get that straight, friends. Man is just a term for the being that God created out of himself. And he made the most perfect divine being, which is reflected in women and men. And so I want you guys to know that. I don't know why that was such an important detail, but anyways, I like equality. I love all of my homosexual friends and all of my straight friends, and I have a dear niece that's transsexual that I love so much. God bless her in her hardships and coming to terms with some things that have happened to her. But I want you all to come to terms with anything that's happened to you too, and that's what you need to do right now. If you want to have the better life, you've got to excrete the crud. You've got to flush the toilet of life and get rid of all of the crap. Yeah, I'm a plumber, by the way. Did you notice? Get rid of all the crap that doesn't need to be clogging your toilet of life. You need to just accept who you are and just be, and just take a deep breath and smell the flowers. Don't focus on any of this corona stuff. Really, what you fear, you draw near. This is just the truth of all of existence, my friends. It's watering the plants of descent. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take. And now's the time. There's just so much benevolent beings around us right now that are just assisting us, and I'm one of them. Let me tell you. And guess what? You're one of them. You are one of the light workers. Anyone on this planet right now is a light worker. Whether you have remembered it and came to terms with this or not, that's completely up to you. And that's fine. You're fine where you're at. Believe me. But it's time to move into something better. And we all want something better. We all want that new job. The jobs are scarce right now. You can manifest things. But first, you have to clear yourself out and clean things up. You've got to love yourself. You can love yourself. You can't love anybody properly until you love yourself. Did you know that? Think about that. You can't love anyone else properly until you love yourself. Until you accept yourself. And then you've got to fill yourself up with all that love until it comes out of the seams of your being and radiates onto other people. Not as in throwing hooks into people. Do not hook people. Do not be tied to people. You need to clear all the hooks. The hook is the unhealthy way to connect. And people will suck you dry and make you feel tired. And if you feel that way, you need to clear and realign. Look at my other videos. I always talk about clearing and aligning. And then you can set the intentions for an accepted you, for a happy, peaceful you, for the beautiful you that you truly are. All of you, big, small. If you think you're ugly, you're not. This is just your sack of meat that you roll around in while you're here, just to put it bluntly. The real you is omnipotent and universal and powerful, just the same as an Atlantean was in the times of old, or Thor, or any of those guys. But they don't really use weapons. They use light tools. That's how that whole myth got started. And I'm not going to get into that, because many people believe different things, and I don't take any one side on one beliefs, or anyone's beliefs. All religions accepted. But this is just a rant of love, and this last part of this message, I'm just going to tell you that the universe loves you just like a good parent loves their child, with no exception. Completely loves them no matter what. So just know that is what's waiting for you. If you aren't already feeling it, or you're not feeling enough of it, then let it on in. Let it come on in. The universe loves you. Brother Phil loves you, without exception. And I can see the real you. It makes me cry when I look at what people really are. I can see wings on people's backs. And no, I am not out of my mind. I'm the sanest guy you'll ever meet. I'm so rooted right now, I can't even tell you. And I want you to be rooted. And I want you to see angels' wings on people's backs and cry tears of joy and remembrance. So this is my rant of love, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the view. And I just want you to all know that you're all beautiful. And I want you to make your greatest life you can. And watch any videos that you can. And hopefully they'll bring you to what your truth is and make your life better. With love and blessings, your brother Phil.